Hi, I'm Christy. Welcome to my classroom. Please ignore the extra stuff on the side. The QuickTime player just records bigger than the Magic Ears classroom does. But I'm here to talk to you today about the new intensive picture book classes. I am so excited about them. I know that there are Zoom trainings out there about them and documents, and I'm going to tell you how to find some other information out there about these classes. But all of that was put out before the classes even became available. And since I have taught many, many classes, I think I taught at least 20 this week, just picture book classes, I thought I would share some tips and tricks and prop ideas for getting the most out of these classes and helping the children to really enjoy them. I just love them. At first, I heard that they were just kind of a thing thrown out there for student promotions, but I've recently heard from the company that it looks like they are going to be a permanent thing because they are so popular and the children and the parents are loving them and teachers are loving them. Hmm. The teachers who are trained are loving them. So, I'm going to start this video by telling you that if you have not attended a Zoom training or watched a recording of a Zoom training or watched example classes, you really need to do that. These classes are very different. Even if you have taught a million alphabet classes with Magic Ears, these are very different. It's the same age range of children, but there are different objections. And I have seen some people confused about what that is. They are saying maybe the lessons are too old, too advanced for the children, and that is not the case. These are actually made for very, very young, early ESL learners. And I'm going to tell you how to find out where the objections are. So, Magic Ear sent out Dean Talk messages. They sent out an email about how to get the recordings and the objectives. I'm going to tell you one other place to look for that if you can't find it that way for some reason. In your back office, like where you go to do your feedback and check your pay slip, there is one called messages. Check on the message, and I wrote this down. I received the message on March 4th, and the message is called Attracting Rave Reviews. Intensive class attracting rave reviews. So find that message, scroll down to the very, very bottom of the message, and there is a PDF document. In that PDF document, it will talk about all the class objectives, what the keywords are, and at the bottom of that, it will have some recordings of classes that some teachers did before it even launched, as well as recordings of the Zoom trainings. So please, please, please go and do that. Don't let this video be your training because this is not a training. This is going to be a quick little thing to maybe help you feel more comfortable with those lessons. Okay. So the lessons, very quickly, this is going to be fast, hopefully fast, because I don't like watching long, long videos. So hopefully this will be fast and furious, but helpful. Okay, because that's what I love to do is help you. All right, so that's the wrong one. The classes that we have, where's my thing? Oh, here it is. The picture book classes. There are three. Okay, there are three picture book classes. There are two other types of intensive classes. This is just about the picture book classes, which are made for the youngest students. There are three. Brown Bear, Brown Bear. Okay, what do you see? That's the name of that lesson. Does a kangaroo have a mother? That's the name of that lesson. The third lesson is called I Am a Monkey. That is not the name of the book. The lesson is I am a monkey, I wave my arms. I'll tell you the name of the actual book in a minute in case you are someone who likes to run out and find the actual picture books. So those are the classes, okay? I'm going to put that away because I have a lot going on here on my desk to go over three classes with you. All right. So what I want to say before I start talking about the individual classes is the main objective of these classes is to introduce the name of the animal. That's it. Is to introduce the name of the animal. So if a student walks away with being able to say the name of the animal, you have met the main objective. They are also being introduced to some simple sentence structures. The subject, verb, direct object sentence structure, like I see a monkey, but that's not something that you're teaching, that's just naturally being taught there. So that's another objective, but the main objective is to be able to say the name of the animal when looking at a picture or hearing the ooh, 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 hearing the sound. Hope you enjoyed that. Hearing the sound of the animal. So the objective is not to have them read the sentence. They will often be able to read the sentence, but we are not correcting the words in the sentences or things like that. The animal name is the main objective. Okay, so getting that out. Let's go over each one step by step, and I'm going to quickly tell you what the main animals are and some prop ideas that you can use and some ways to make it fun and engaging for the children. Oh, and I want to say this too. These classes are meant to draw in new students. So we want to really give these classes our all and to leave the students and the parents with the feeling that they have to sign up, okay? These should not be a boring thing. It shouldn't be a frustrating thing. We still have to follow the bottom lines. As far as the noise control and things like that. The pacing is a little bit different with these, and when you award trophies, is at your discretion, still the 6 to 8. But okay, let's start with brown bear. I like brown bear. Let's start with brown bear. So I have my little basket of props that I use. I did not purchase any props for these lessons. These are things that I already had on hand that I use for other lessons. So you'll see that on some lessons I don't have an animal or a prop for it, and that's okay. You just have to have the minimum of 2. Okay, so starting with the brown bear. So the lesson is called Brown Bear, What Do You See? That is also the name of the board book if you want to go and find the book. It's a beautiful book. It's one that I read with my own children. These are your main animals: a bear, a cat, a dog, and a bird. Most of us will have all of these animals, or at least maybe a dog and a cat, or a stuffed bear. This is one I use for the ABC lesson. So I have a bear and it happens to be brown. If it's not brown, that's okay because we are not teaching them colors. We're only teaching them the names of the animals. Okay, we're just using this picture book to do that. All right, so these are the objectives. Here are these words. Okay, being able to hear a sound or see a picture and know these words. Not being able to read the words, but be able to just say the name of the animal when they see a picture of a dog, to say dog. Okay, and then all of the sentences throughout it, what they're repeating is I see a dog, I see a cat. Okay, so this is that subject, verb, direct object. Okay, this is that pattern that each one follows. So when you see the objective is that we're teaching a sentence pattern, that's what that means. And then when I have these starred here on my boards, this means that those are the actual main focus keywords that will be on the review slide at the end of the lesson. So you see we have 4 animals and we do want them to learn 4 animals, but the main animals here are bird and bear. Okay, so I'm going to put this away. Okay, so the props that I use for this is a bear. I used to use this bear, but then I decided I like him better for decoration and he's kind of big. So I just use a little bear because I have a lot of props going on. I use this dog. He's so cute. I stole him from my daughter. I also stole my cat from my daughter. And then I use this bird. I have a blue bird, but I just happen to have this one also that is red because it does say red bird, red bird. But if my bird was all blue, it doesn't really matter because that's not what we're teaching. We're not teaching colors in these lessons. So the way I would do this lesson is there's a slide where you bring up all 4 children and you play an animal noise and you listen to it. And I try to be really animated with that. I'm just like, especially the bear. The bear actually sounds really scary. And I'm just like, what could that be? Okay, and then it shows the picture of the bear. And I'm like, bear! And I usually play the sound again, even 2 or 3 times, because that helps to fill some space because these are shorter content lessons. So I'll do that. The cat and the dog are sweet little things with the sweet sounds. With the cat, I always try to get them to TPR and do the meow, meow, the cat with me. The bird, we usually go like this. So, dog. So those are my things there for that lesson. And then Let's see, this lesson is, Does a Kangaroo Have a Mother? This was actually my favorite book when my children were really little. I love this book. I would change mother to mommy. I was like, Does a kangaroo have a mommy? You don't do that for this lesson. But the main um, animals here are kangaroo, lion, giraffe, and penguin. The ones starred are the main um, animals that will be on the review slide. And the sentence that they are saying here is, a kangaroo has a mother. A lion has a mother. So same sentence pattern. We have the subject. So a kangaroo is the subject. Your verb is has. Your direct object is mother. So it's the same sentence pattern through all three lessons. And I'm just going to put this away now and show you what I use. I don't have a kangaroo, so I took a screenshot of the lesson, printed this out for kangaroo so I can point to the mother and the baby. I use this giraffe that I already had and this little penguin. I like this penguin because I can go like this. And I think he's really cute. So if you notice, I don't even have a lion. I didn't even print off a lion. The only lion thing that I have is a full-grown lion with a mane, and that doesn't work for this lesson up until towards the end. So I just don't use that. I just use what's there on the screen. So you don't have to have every single one. So those are the only props that I use there for these. But just like with the other one, there are animal sounds. So you'll pull them up, you'll listen to the sound. And I'm just going to say the sound for the kangaroo and for the giraffe are terrifying. Like they're super cute creatures, but they have really like scary sounds. So I use that. I play the sounds and I'm like, oh, what? 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 I'm just like, oh no, oh no. So I just kind of use that to my advantage. I've heard some teachers are like, I don't even play the sound, but you should. You should play the sound because that's part of the objective is to be able to hear the sound and know the animal, to be able to see the animal and know the animal's word. And then with giraffe, I usually, will kind of go, giraffe, giraffe, because that's another thing to remind them if, that's a visual thing of giraffe has a long neck. I love the little sound for the penguin. I can't really make the sound, but when they hear the recording, I'm just like, oh, so cute. So that's that one. And let's put that down. And then the last one is called I Am a Monkey, I Wave My Arms. And I didn't write I Wave My Arms on there. But the actual book is called From Head to Toe. That's the name of the actual book. If you were interested in getting the picture book or printing off some images from the book, that's what it's actually called. Your keywords are monkey, seal, gorilla, and elephant. I have monkey and elephant starred because those are on the review slide. On the document in your messages, it actually shows seal as one of them, but seal, unless I'm forgetting, it's not on the review slide. But these are your main animals, or the only animals actually in the lesson. And then your sentence is I am a monkey or I am an elephant. Same sentence pattern, subject, verb, direct object. So all of that is the same. So they're getting used to saying that type of sentence pattern. Okay, so I'm going to put this away and show you what I use for this. I only use 2 animals for this because that's all that I have. I use a monkey. You really need a monkey for this because it just really adds to it because it's just so cute. Hello. Hello. The Dollar Tree has monkeys, and I'm pretty sure that might have been where this one came from, or maybe the zoo. I don't know. It's one that I already had. So here's my cute little monkey, and this one's really good because it waves its arms because I am a monkey, I wave my arms. That's what this animal does in the picture book. And then I use my elephant. I am an elephant. And this elephant, you can kind of go like this at the beginning when it's making the sound, but what this elephant is doing, this lesson's all about actions, is it's stomping. So I like to have an actual elephant because I can show stomp, 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 Dollar Tree. For the seal, I don't have a seal, but I have my Dollar Tree hands. So the seal claps, and then I clap, 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 clap. So what you want to do for this lesson, the objective is to know the animals, but it's also about body movements. So we're wanting to wave our arms for the monkey. We're beating our chest for the gorilla. We are stomping, boom, 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 for the elephant. And what else is there? Oh, that's four. Yep. Monkey, seal, gorilla, and elephant. So monkey, gorilla, seal, and elephant is the stomp, stomp, stomp. If you don't have an elephant, stomp, stomp, stomp. Or whatever, you could use a doll. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Use what you have. Um, okay, so the sound for the gorilla is really scary too. So just like when the other ones, I don't think we realize how scary some of these animals sound, especially when they're drawn like in cartoon character form. But they use the real animal sound. So we're listening to a gorilla, and I'm just like, and I can't even really make that gorilla. I just go like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I try to even make it to where my chest kind of vibrates, makes my voice vibrate because the kids seem to like that. Okay, so I hope that helps. I'm trying to make this shorter. I hope that helps. So those are some prop ideas that just gives you a quick little preview of each lesson. And then I just want to tell you a couple of other things. So when you start the lesson, after you pass the initial slide where you drag everyone up and you say hello, you'll turn to a hello slide. It's in addition to saying hello and asking what their name is. So instead of bringing them up and 1v4 to say a hello to the entire class, you can move on to that slide and bring them up and put them in their little places. And there's phrases, different phrases. The initial video that was put out, I think, had very simple phrases. These are a little bit more, but the kids are doing really well with them. They don't have to say them perfectly. And if they're having trouble, just have the whole class say each one at a time, and whoever says it, says it. It's just for practice. And it's a lot of fun. And a lot of times I'll, don't be jealous, but I have a Bonnie. So a lot of times I'll even have Bonnie do the harder one. So I'll sit with her in one of the places and I'll say, Bonnie, hey there. And I don't remember the rest of that phrase, but it's a longer phrase. And I'll have her say it, hey there, and have her say it. Or if it's the monkey lesson, the monkey talk. So I just want them to be able to hear all of those different ones. This morning I had only one student in one of the classes, which was kind of odd, but I still went through every single one. There's 4 hellos, and at the very end there's 4 goodbyes. So that's a fun page. Don't let it be frustrating because they can't read the sentences. These children can't read. That's why they're in a picture book class. If they could read, they would be in a higher level. They're just repeating as best that they can after you and practicing being social, practicing not being shy, being able to move their hand and at least say hello. So then you'll, for each lesson, then you'll go to screens where you pull them up and just listen to each sound. And then you start the actual picture book part of it where you'll press the button and the sweetest child's, I don't know who this is, but the sweetest child's voice is reading the picture or reading the words from the book for each animal. And you're just listening. And then I repeat what the child said. I'm not asking them to repeat it. I just repeat it, usually with my character. So if it's the monkey one, I am a monkey. I wave my arms. And I click the next button and the sentence appears. And I put myself over it and I do underline it. And I read it. I wave my arms. I wave my arms. And if I think that they can say it, I'll pull them up one at a time and let them try. And if they're having trouble, I put a box over the word of just the animal. And then I'll just say, monkey, monkey, or whatever. This is an introduction for them. It's supposed to be fun and not stressful for the student or for the teacher. Okay, so moving on from there, there is another slide. Let me think of which one I wanted to talk about. That might be helpful. Okay, there's a slide in a couple of the picture book lessons where you pull them up and it asks you to say yes or no if you can hear the sound correctly, if it's the correct sound, for the correct word. I can't even speak. I've had too much coffee. So like it'll be a picture of a bird and then you click the audio and it'll say bird and you say, oh, yes, or no. Or it'll be a picture of a bear and say bird, and you would say no. Um, the best way that I have found to do those is before you actually do those is to pull yourself up big and to kind of go over it yourself. So just because as you're sitting next to me, I'll use this and I'll say, and it's I don't even think it's even in this lesson, but elephant, elephant. No, 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 no. Monkey? Monk. Yes, yes, monkey. And this is just a check mark, like yes for check, and an X for no. So yes, monkey. Yes, yes, yes. Monkey. No, no, no. Elephant. Yes, and I just do that a couple of times, just so that they understand what we're doing. And then I jump to that slide, pull them up, sometimes one at a time, sometimes two at a time. If there are students who aren't really responding individually, I'll pull them all up and go through each slide together as a class. So you kind of have to judge. The different abilities of the students in that particular class. So I think that's all I wanted to share is just to have fun with it and remember the main objectives. If they can walk away and say, monkey, monkey, you've done your job. If they've had fun and your timing as well. Timing is what I was going to talk about. Unless you really drag out the beginning, you are not going to hit that let's play slide at 18 to 20 minutes. I don't think I have hit it any later than right about 16 minutes. And I have found that 16 minutes is actually a really good place for the let's play slide on these because the let's play is actually a series of like 3 different games or activities. It's not just one let's play like in other lessons. I do drag out the front as long as I can. I take my time in the introductions, asking them their name. How are you? Happy. I'm happy. And then when you're dragging them up to have them say, hello, everyone, in the 4 different hellos. And then for the animal sounds or the words, I drag them up a lot of times one by one. If you find that you hit the Let's Play slide way early. I think one time when I was very new at these, I hit it at like 13, 14 minutes and I was like, God, please help me. I was then just like, I'm not going to be able to extend this at the end with 2 keywords. What am I going to do? Just slow down in the let's play. And when it comes up, the different things for them to say, like, I am a monkey, then just have them each one by one say it. And also use your different, there's no actual keywords like that you would go in 1v1 mode. So remember to still use your different pitch levels and things like that, your different volumes. Monkey, 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 monkey. That can definitely fill time by doing that for every single one. And then at the very end on the review slide, there's only going to be 2 animals and 1 sentence on the review slide. So be prepared for that. This is probably a ridiculously long video, and I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, you're probably so tired of me. And I'm not going to edit this because I don't have time. So I think that's all I'm going to say. And just remember that past the review slide, there's one more slide with 4 ways to say goodbye, and you can just exit from that slide. You just say your 4 goodbyes. If you have extra time, use it to go over it again or say goodbye to them individually. If you don't, then just say those 4 goodbyes to them and say goodbye, X out of there onto your next class. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Feel free to ask any questions from me or from any other teachers who are teaching a lot of these lessons. Just enjoy them. And this is coming from a teacher who does not enjoy low-level classes. I am a level 3 girl. I teach probably 99% level 3 for a long time. That's where I live. That's where my comfort is. I've got those down. And now I'm in the intensive zone, and I was scared. I was like, oh no, I can't do intensive classes. I haven't seen a level 3 since these have started. But now I love them. I love them. you can just keep giving them to me, Magic Ears. I've got those down. So I hope this helps, and I hope that you have some confidence when you teach them. But don't forget to go and actually do the training or the recorded trainings. And things, just know that since the recorded lessons, some of the material in the lesson has changed. So just remember that. Okay, that's it. Have a good day. Bye bye.